Y'all know nothing about this. You need to pay attention. Sit back and relax. It's time for Goodall's Country Kitchen.
All right, we're out here, Outer Loop, intersection of Old Shep at Taquero Mucho. I'm here with a newfound friend, Justin, who I met up with several months ago out in Middletown. He bought a shirt from me, and we've been plotting ever since to get together and do a review together. And he told me about this place, Taquero Mucho, said it's one of his favorite Mexican places. And since then, I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Facebook. People claim that they have the best tacos and Mexican food in Louisville. So I'm sure this is going to be a good one today. But before I get started, a lot of people have been asking me about my Dano's merch, which you see I got the shirt and the hat. And anyway, go to his website, the Dano's website. You can order merch, you can get the spices. But a little quick story about Dano. I ran into him a couple years ago at a Cincinnati Bengals game. And just to show you how good of a guy that Dan is, he was in town actually for the next day. He was going to be speaking to kids at an elementary school. So he does a lot of things behind the scenes, charitable, people don't know about. So, you know, not only is his spices damn good, but he's also a damn good guy. All right, so let's go on in there and check out this tacos and whatever else we can get into. All right, before we get the main courses here, they got bean dip. Usually when you come to a Mexican place, it's like salsa and chips, but their mainstay is their bean dip. Looks like it's got a little cheese in there, queso, and good looking chips here. Go ahead and try this out. Very tasty. I am going to get some salsa here in a little bit. Also, I'm going to wash it down. I was looking for something sugar-free, and I got this Mexican seltzer water called Topo Chico. Kind of fancy schmancy. Oh yeah, very tasty for sparkling water. All right, chips are good, crispy and fresh. I'm sure they're cooked in-house. All right, be right back when the food starts coming up. And I got a couple interesting things that y'all haven't seen before, so be right before back. I start in on the food, want to do a little pan around, show you the place. Really cute, quaint little place here. Got a nice little bar there. Mexican decorative type items here and artwork. Really cool. And got TVs if you want to come in, watch ball games, whatever it may be. But yeah, really nice, quaint vibe, good, great atmosphere. So Justin he's got the torta. And what kind of torta did you get?
I got the Tino's torta, so this is like a house special, but it is, this thing is massive. It's about as big as my head here.
Wow.
But, yeah, so
yeah, hold that up. Yeah, it is. It is as big as his head. So I'm not saying he's got a big head, but it's big.
So the torta is basically a Mexican sandwich, has everything you could ever want on it. So we got a few different meats, it looks like here. We got hot dog, we got some steak, got some pork, then jalapenos, lettuce, onions, cheese, and bread. So it's everything you could ever want.
Oh wow. And that is just massive.
Yeah.
Do you remember how much it was on the menu, by the way?
Only about 10-ish bucks, maybe.
Like around $10?
Yep.
Man, that's a heck of a value there.
Now, this is 2 or 3 meals right here, but very big in.
Yeah, that just half that sandwich would be enough for a normal human, I'm sure, and they would be stuffed. Oh yeah, it looks good.
It's excellent.
All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna let Justin work on that, and then we're gonna start in on my stuff, which I'm telling you, I told you, we're doing a lot different stuff today than what you're used to seeing. So I'll be right back. So I'm gonna start in on mine now. And mine is called the Machete, which if you see there, this taco, which is filled with a couple different kinds of things, which I'll tell you about in a second, it's as long as a machete. So I'd say that's a good, probably 1.5 foot long taco. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to, well, there's no way I'm gonna be able to manhandle and get it all together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it in half, because half of it is chorizo and steak, and the other half is carnitas. Now this is the half that's the carnitas, I'm sorry, the chorizo and steak. I see it's got the cilantro and white onion, and it looks like queso fresca. So here we go. I'm going in. Not only is it huge, but it's very tasty. It's basically a humongous street taco is what it is. It's got the red onion. I think it's got red and white onion. Almost forgot. They got the homemade sauce, and this is the spicy one. They also have a green one, which I'll try here in just a minute. That is so tasty. Got the mixture of that chorizo and that steak together, blended with the onion and cilantro and that sauce. It's almost like listening to a 4-part harmony song. It's like I got a Journey concert going on in my mouth here. All right, I'm gonna work on this for a minute, and we're gonna come back and I'm gonna start on the other half. So moving along to part 2 of this taco, the carnitas, which is a slow roasted pork, marinated, and it also has the onion and queso and chorizo. And I'm gonna go ahead on the first bite. I'm gonna end up with the hot sauce, but I'm gonna try this green sauce first. Oh yeah, this is like just a beauty, a thing of beauty for me here. You notice that triple snapping turtle bite technique I just used there? It's almost like a golf shot to me. You know, you come up, you watch your ball where the lie is, then you address. You might even do, what's that called, where they line it up? What's that term called, Justin?
Beats me, brother.
Anyway, make sure that they're reading the green properly, and then of course you get in. That's just awesome. That last Mexican restaurant I did, Banditos, I thought that was like one of the best around. I have now found my newfound favorite Mexican restaurant right here. All right, be back in just a minute, and I'm going to show you something I've never had before, and probably not many of you all have had before either. Be right back here in just a second. We're going to start in on it. All right, so rest assured, I did finish it. You see there. And now I'm moving on to this next dish, which I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it. I'm going to leave that up to Justin. But I can tell you that it's the translation into red snapper.
Watch taco.
Okay, sounds good. Get a good close up here of this snapper. It appears to be deep fried, and then it's in a broth, and I don't know anything about it, so I'm going in totally blind here on what all's in this thing. No research done whatsoever. All right, I'm probably gonna need a fork for this because I can see I'm not gonna be getting that red snapper meat off with a spoon. So, oh yeah, and it's got the bones. So everybody's got to be careful with the bone. Okay. So I want to go, well, get that out of there so I don't end up choking on the bone. Boy, that would make me go viral, wouldn't it? All right. Wow. And just so you know, for the record, a lot of people think that tilapia is like good fish and you get like cooked tilapia in all these restaurants. No, this is the real deal red snapper. All right, enough of the small talk. I don't know what the spices are in there, but I can see it's cooked with jalapeno, and that is probably cilantro. And tomato. Looks like fresh tomato in there. All right, this is excellent. It's got a good flavor, you know, mix that tomato with the fish. I don't know if that fish is grilled or not. Sir, is that fish deep fried or grilled?
This thing,
Fried, deep fried? Okay. All right, and then they put it in there with that rest of that broth. Excellent taste. The tomato does not overpower it. Doesn't have that tomatoey acid taste. It's a real mild tomato flavor, so it's a perfect blend. I'm going to work on this and be back shortly. All right, so I'm getting close to the end here. I am going to finish this, but go ahead and zoom in here. Let me show you all the goodness. I went in and stripped all the fish off there, and it's got some rice, but this is just unbelievable. See, in a regular Mexican restaurant that I've been used to, you don't get soup like this. And for that part, out here in like the Okolona area where I'm at right now, Highview, is this considered Highview, you know, we don't get restaurants out in the East End like this. And these are all mom and pop, family owned. So you're getting the real authentic Mexican restaurant out here in the South End. So get out here and support, and get out here and mix it up. Get you some different kinds of things that you're not used to. You know, I like El Nopal and Fiesta Time, but that is generic compared to the mom and pop type stuff that you're going to get here. That how you pronounce it?
Taquero.
Yep. Mucho, yeah. And I mean, it's as authentic as you can get. You see my new friend here, there's I call him Red. But anyway, come on out here, support local, and y'all don't know nothing about this Taquero Mucho.
Now you know the facts of why I'm on a mission. You're always welcome back to Goodall's Country Kitchen.